All right, next one, standard 4.5B. We're going to keep solving multi-step equations. Just like before, we are going to do this. So to solve an equation now, we have 4 steps. We're going to take all of our steps last time and we're going to add distributive property to it. So make sure you're caught up on distributive property. You have to know how to do this to be successful, right? In this class, obviously. So 1, use distributive property. 2, combine like terms. 3, undo addition and subtraction. And 4, undo multiplication and division. We're going to take the 3 things we did yesterday. Here, 3 things we did yesterday, and we're going to add distributive property at the beginning. So let's take a look. All right, distributive property right here. So I'm going to do 2 times 5 to get 10x, and then 2 times negative 3 to get negative 6. Remember, I like to treat this as a negative sign for that 3. That way I get 1 sign here instead of 2, right? Equals 14. Then I'm going to look and see if I can combine like terms. I don't have any of that right now. So then I'm going to go to my next step. My next step is going to be adding 6. Adding 6. All right. So it leaves me 10x equals 20. 14 plus 6 makes 20. Then I'm going to divide by 10 to get x equals 2. All right. Next one. Distributive property right here. So negative 3 times m to get negative 3m. And then negative 3 times negative 6 to get plus 18 equals 3. Can I combine like terms? Nope, no like terms. So I'm going to move. I'm going to get my letter by itself. So I'm going to do minus 18 on both sides. Bring it down. Negative 3m. That stays. Nothing happened to it. Positive 18 minus 18 makes 0, so don't write anything. 3 take away negative 18 is negative 15. Lastly, I'm going to divide by negative 3 on both sides. Those cancel, leave me m. Negative 15 divided by negative 3 is 5. Whoops. There we go. So there's my distributive property. So now I have, let's see, I have 49. It comes down. I have negative 3 times positive 5, get negative 15y. Then negative 3 times positive 2, get negative 6. All right. Then I'm going to bring down the 10. All right. Then I'm going to switch to blue here for the next one. So next I'm going to combine like terms. I have 49 on this side. Equals negative 15y. That's it. Negative 15y. Then I have minus 6 plus 10. Well, minus 6 plus 10 leaves me plus 4. Alright. Then I'm going to undo. So minus 4 to get 45 equals negative 15y. Positive 4 minus 4 makes 0, so I don't have to write plus 0. I just stop there. And lastly, I'm going to divide by negative 15. Oops. Fix that. That looks awful. Divide by negative 15. Divide by negative 15. If I divide that, I'm going to get y equals negative 3. Right? Question 4, I'm going to always start by finding that distributive property. I'm going to start my parentheses, go to the left till I hit a number. I'm looking for a sign, but there isn't one, so it's just 3 times the quantity x plus 12. I'm going to distribute. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 12 is plus 36. Then I'm going to bring down minus x equals 8. Remember, I want to think of this as a 1 minus 1x. Then I'm going to say, okay, 3x minus 1x. That makes 2x. Plus 36. Oh, plus 36 equal sign 8. Then I'm going to subtract 36. Subtract 36. 2x on this side. That makes 0. 8 minus 36 makes 28. Negative 28. Then divide by 2 gives me x equals negative 14. Alright, we got 2 more to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Take a second. See if you know where to start. Pause me if you want, because I'm going to get moving here. Let's go back to purple. So I'm going to start my distributive property. Parentheses to the left, to the first parentheses, then a number, and then a sign. There we go. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4 would be plus 12. Negative times negative is positive. 3 times 4 is 12. Let's bring down the 8, and then the 8 equals 2. Then I'm going to combine my other terms. So I have 8 plus 12. Well, that makes 20. Then I have minus 3x, so minus 3x equals 2. I'm going to subtract 20 and subtract 20 to get negative 3x equals negative 18. And then divide by negative 3 and divide by negative 3 to get x equals 6. Alright, lastly, sometimes it's in a different place here. Here's a tricky one. Hey, you see how it's minus the parentheses? We're going to treat like there's a negative 1 in there. So there's my distributive property. I'm going to do negative 1 times y to get negative 1y. Negative 1 times negative 6 to get plus 6. And then I'm going to bring down the 12 and the equal and 36. Right? My combined like terms here are 12 and plus 6 to get 18. And my minus 1y. 36 comes down. Then I'm going to undo my 18. So I'm going to do minus 18 and minus 18. That gives me 18 equals negative 1y. And lastly, I'm going to divide by negative 1 and divide by negative 1 to get negative 18 equals y. These are a lot. I would suggest pausing, going back, rewatching some, pausing it as you work your way through it. Just keep in mind you're doing those steps. If you know how to do all the steps, you just have to learn how to put them in order. That's why keeping up with this math is super important. If you haven't done that, you have cost yourself some effort. So go back and watch those if you need to take a break from this and get that square. If you don't know how to distribute, this is going to be hard. If you've now figured out distributing, you can go back and do that homework and get it taken off your plate if you haven't been. Okay? Again, remember our next quiz is Wednesday. And then here's the homework. You know what it looks like. Make sure to show me all of your work. Everything I showed you is exactly what you have to show. 2, 3, 4. There's 9 questions like that. You got plenty of space. On the back, hey, look, 9 more questions. So it's going to be a lot of writing, but do your work. All right. Thank you.